Hey, g'day big bikers. Well, it's another ride day today. That looks like a very nice day. No rain on the horizon, a little bit of cloud cover, that's okay. Hey, g'day big bikers. Well, for those of you that have just recently joined the channel, there's been a bit of a surge in new subscribers, so thanks very much for that. If you're not up to date with what's going on, I'm living out of a caravan. I've got my motorbike stuck in the back. I'm travelling around Australia, riding my motorbike in some of the most amazing places this country has to offer. So today, we are riding through the wine country of the Hunter region. It's about 150, 200 kilometres north of Sydney, and straight after the introduction, I'm going to tell you what we're doing today. Okay, so the plan for today is go up into those hills and find some tracks. I've just got to find the right place to get in. I think I'm a little bit too far kind of west, so I'm going to probably just pull up at this next intersection and have a look. But this whole area is just riddled with wineries, and it's just pretty exciting. There is a very, very strong chance before I leave this region I will probably go and spend some time at some cellar doors. As you do, right? Got to support the local tourists. There's no one travelling overseas at the moment because of this stupid virus, and I think just a matter of spending our money locally. Alright, let me go find some dirt tracks and then I'll come back and talk to you. Some of the best red wines in the world come from here. Some off. Back on the road. I think this is it. So I'm trying to get up into those hills there. Here's the dirt. Obviously very wary of traffic. Well, it is Friday today, so according to the map, this road is called not Brokeback. Where's my mate Neil? Not Brokeback, Broken Back. So I hope to avoid that. I know, just taking it easy. I just don't like how narrow some of these corners are. Broken Back Road. It's a private road. spot up here, I might just stop and let some air out of that front one. A little bit too hard. This might do right here. I only need a couple out. So. Alright, I'll be back in a second. Get back. Alright, so I've got a few PSI out of that front, but it's I think the sensor's on properly. It's still flashing. It certainly feels much more comfortable. Obviously, there's a cooler riding conditions brings the pressure down a little bit, so for I think it's $60. Tire pressure monitor system, TPMS, I think it is. There's so many tracks. Let's go up here. Definitely feels much better. It's 26 in it at the moment. It was up at 32. Through. Ah, it's a bit gnarlier than I wanted, but it doesn't bother the bike. It's going, yeah, no, easy. So yeah, this Pokolbin State Forest, and well, I'm not on broken back road anymore, but taking a little side track. Looked interesting. Oh. It's going down a bit rutted down there. I hope this one doesn't turn into something that is equally rutted. Tree across the road. Ah, look out. Okay, that's cool. I don't know if you can see that township out there, that white area. That's it's going to be Cessnock, I reckon. That's exactly what I wanted. We can let a look out on a hill. Oh, look at this. You gotta be kidding me. If you're a motorbike rider and you come up here and you do that sort of stuff, you're an idiot. This is the reason that places like this get closed down to the public. Because idiots like you. Probably the same idiots that are bulk buying toilet paper. Don't even get me started. It's obviously fairly well trafficked with four-wheel drives, I'd imagine. tobacco. Should be the motto for the program. Oops, big rock. Look at things. Same kind of view, just a bit further round. Because the camera's so wide angle, we won't be able to see all the vineyards down through there, but basically all that green stuff down in past the trees. The green grass or the green land you can see through the trees there is predominantly wine vineyards and stuff, so very nice. Alright. That on. That's that rock that was just hiding in the shade. There's the telecommunication towers. Yeah, I don't think I'm going up there, it's a bit washed out. So I'll be travelling along the ridge of just occasional glimpses of you know, the telecommunication towers, so I think this is the road that goes to them. Yeah, I reckon. There you go. Which direction are we facing? The compass, northwest. So that would be looking up towards kind of Singleton, I reckon, up that way. Come on, baby. Easy. Easy. So, just after I turned the camera off before, I went past an intersection, but I kept going. So we might go back down now to that one, see where it goes. It looked like it was a fairly major one. A full tank of juice. Half a pack of cigarettes.
It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
That'll Blues Brothers. Anyway, no, I've got plenty of daylight and full tank of juice and no cigarettes. I've got plenty of time. Or it is 4 PM though, but you know, with daylight saving now, it's pretty good. It's not getting dark till, you know, quarter to 8, something like that. There we go. Those new tyres are nice. You know, and there was quite a lot of talk when I got the new tyres put on. There's quite a few comments about tyres and, you know, stuff, and it really is all personal choice, you know. That's why we've got such an array of tyres to choose from. I've had, you know, at one time I've had a number of different dirt bikes. You know, I've had the XR and the WR and the Africa Twin. I had the Cross Tourer, and just, you know, different stages. I've had bikes and I've just tried different tyres, and some that work on one bike won't work on another. I mean, Neil recently, if you go and watch KJN Adventures, I think it's called. If you go and watch his, he's put his 21-inch front wheel on his BMW, and he went and got the exact same tyre as I'm running. So Chris and I went out to the desert, so impressed with him, such a good tyre. But Neil's gone off and he's got the same tyre, and it just didn't work on the BMW. And if the BMW too heavy, or, you know, who knows, you know, but you know, it just didn't work on that bike. And you know, the Dunlop D606s, the famous 606s, are fantastic on the XR650, but they were rubbish on the WR450. So you got to find a tyre that works for you on your bike and the type of terrain that you ride and the type of riding that you like to do, you know. Like jumping online saying what's the best tyre to get is just basically asking for trouble, and you're asking for other people's opinion. Go and find out what works for you, you know. Do some research. I mean, I recommend these tyres all the time, but I always put the caveat in that they work for me. They work for my style of riding on this bike in the type of conditions that I like to ride in. You know, the Botos Tractionator is crap in the wet, on the wet bitumen, on wet tar. It's terrible. But you know, it's a dirt bike tyre. And to be fair, I do the only. Oh, thanks very much. You know, the only time I ride this thing on the bitumen these days, on the black stuff, is to get to places like this. Oh, hello. I'll just consult the map. So yeah, let me just finish the tyres. Go and find out what works for you. Go and find out the type of tyre that suits your riding, suits the way you ride, where you ride, the type of bike you ride. You know, it's not one size fits all, and it doesn't need to be. And the other thing too is pressures. Play with your pressures. Like, I just dropped this from 31 down to 26. You can see it's flashing there again just at the moment. And it transformed the tyre on the terrain that I was riding on. You know, went from a nice road pressure down to a little, you know, pretty reasonable off-road pressure, but it just changed the way the tyre behaves. So, you know, there's all that sort of stuff. Anyway, now, you know, I think I've copped a bit of flack for the fact that, you know, ever since I've had this bike, and I bought this bike for the very specific purpose of loading it up and, you know, with all my camper gear and travelling gear and doing some long range adventure touring out into the centre of Australia. And at the time when I was setting the bike up, I actually spoke to a guy who was very, very expert in that field, had done that trip before on a 950 KTM, and he said this combination was the best for this bike in those riding conditions. So I took his advice, and he was right. They were absolutely fantastic. The thing is, I listen to other people, and when I'm riding with other people, I watch how their bike is performing with the tyres that I've got on. Like if you're going through, you know, muddy sections, like on that trip down through to the Phillip Island, or on the way back from Phillip Island, we're going through that kind of quite muddy section along the Grand Ridge Road. Man, I can't wait to get back down there and ride that. But these tyres were just performing so well. The other guys' tyres were clogging up and weren't getting the grip, and so in a range of variety of conditions, these tyres have performed so well that I've been reluctant to change away from them, and that's okay too. So this is my fourth set of Motos Tractionator and Pirelli Scorpion, this combination. Fourth set. I love them. The bike is so predictable. I ride it. It suits my riding. I can stick the back out sideways if I want to, when I want to, but if I'm not trying to do it, it won't do it, you know? Oh, hello. Ah, hang on, Stephen. Okay. It's a good thing I was talking to you fellas. I might have been going way too hard then. I can't ride hard and talk at the same time, so if I'm pushing on a bit, you get to listen to Mr. Jones. Probably the preferred option in most cases anyway. Stay on the main track. Temperature's nice, it's 24 degrees. It's beautiful. Ooh, yeah. If you've been watching for long enough, you'll know that more than once I've been down a track that's just turned into a hard enduro. This one is starting to feel the same. Maybe not. That bash plate. That's the Outback Motortech. It has copped an absolute flogging. I don't know what it's made out of, but not a single dent in it. It's like it was a water pump for the fires that got caught. There you go. Oh dear. Couldn't get my leg up against it. And the wheels are up in the air. Oh well, I suppose it's only one thing to do. Sorry. Poor girl. Alright, side stand down. Going to be some heavy breathing, folks. Sorry. Oh, I'll turn the volume down. Come on. Oh, over you go. Here you go. Oh. Okay. Because it went over past horizontal. I didn't really want to spin it too much on the, on the crash bars or anything, but I just had to lift it back so the wheels were on the ground and then obviously lift it past that point. So there's no damage. Everything did what it was supposed to do. Scratches on the bash plate. Couple there. Oh well. What are you going to do? See, that's why, that is why I don't want to pay $25,000 for a new bike. Because whilst that was just a silly little mistake on my part, it was just an overbalance. Yeah, it can happen. Okay. Look at those trees. So they've been through a fire. Just make sure I'm pulling up. And I'm normally really aware of where I pull up. These trees just exploding back into life after the fires. So the last couple of times I've put these tyres on, those trees, just amazing, isn't it? I've basically been just before a trip, so I've loaded the bike up and I've done about 400 or 500 kilometres on the black stuff to get to the dirt. That's kind of generally what's happened the last couple of times I've put new tyres on. So they've been brand new. There's a goanna. Yeah, and I'm gonna not look at that because I'm just going to try and get down. It's really soft. It's like really sandy. I hope the camera picked that up, that goanna, little baby one. I'll put this one on so we can capture anything else. Yeah, so the last couple of times, as I said, I've loaded the bike up on new tyres and I've not really felt what they've been like in the dirt. So by the time I get to the dirt on them, they've already got a couple of thousand. Well, they're already well worn anyway. And I think what's happening now is that I'm getting to feel that they're like brand new without any luggage. Yeah, I'm just not feeling it today. Black snake. Oh, red belly black snake. They had that camera on. Hopefully we'll find that. He was probably just having a drink out of that puddle. lift my leg up. Holy cow. So I think what's happened is I'm feeling the bike with new tyres on it in the dirt for the first time. And it just, because there's 15 mil of rubber on the back on those Motors traction, which is why they last 10,000 kilometres. I think it's just a bit squirmy. And it just feels odd. I'm just looking at the map as I'm riding this. It's all, it's getting very close to kind of the road, the main road, so we're up quite high still. So I suspect if it goes down to meet the road, it's going to be quite steep. Literally taking it easy. I don't want to come around a corner and find a tree down. I just want to get all the way down this track and find out that it's blocked, because they don't show that on the map, you know. Or there's a gate. A lyrebird. Okay, I can see the road. That's the end of that. In the Aussie bush, eh? See iguanas and snakes and lyrebirds. Oh, there's a gate. There's a gate, there's a gate, there's a gate. Locked. How locked? Doesn't look locked at all. Oh, it's a remote control one. Oh dear, I'm jammed up against the thing too, so hang on. That's not very smart. There's a button. If only you knew. Okay. You're kidding me. Sorry about your gate. You're kidding. Well, what a debacle. out. Creek and a river here. This actually isn't the road I thought I was going to end up on. Right, across the creek. Onto the road. Figure out which way to go. Yeah. I gotta go this way, I think. Well, that was a really much more interesting afternoon than I actually wanted it to be. And I might finish off with that. I might finish off with the bike camera. End of the day, it's heading back to camp. I was not expecting to have that kind of ride, but that's what it's all about. No harm done. And no hernias. Alright, well listen, thanks big bikers, cheers for tuning in. I've got quite a bit of riding to do over the next few days, so I should be able to put out a few videos over the next couple of weeks. Over and out, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget, hit like, subscribe, and tell all your friends. Alright, over and out.
Going on, I'll be there in a heartbeat. Tell me your favorite song, I'll put it on repeat. I could wait for you forever, through the storms or any weather. Yeah, you're like no